Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of The Stonewalkers, presented by iCast Fireball. I'm Thomas, your GM for this Cosmere RPG adventure, and joining me at the table we have...
I'm Ned. I play Aldevar Walde.
I'm Christian. I play Drynin.
I'm Mickey, and I play Reshonai.
I'm Joshua, and I play Janar Balar.
If this is your first time joining us, hi, we are iCast Fireball, an actual play TTRPG podcast where we typically go through a 5e D&D published adventures, but our only audio-only podcast is published weekly, and we have over 4 years of episodes ready for your listening pleasure. This is our ongoing actual play Cosmere adventure. Just noticed I'm not fully in the shot here, but as we jump into the world of Brandon Sanderson and we play the official adventure from Brotherwise Games, The Stonewalkers, or rather Stonewalkers. This adventure takes place in the Stormlight Archives book series in the land of Roshar, and it should be said that there will be major spoilers throughout the entirety of this campaign for the books, the Stormlight Archive series. But as of right now, if you don't like spoilers, go read the first 2 books and you're all caught up. But if you don't mind spoilers, come join us as we pull up a chair as we go through this fun content. You will be basically like our player Ned here, who has read very little of the Stormlight Archive, has not even finished the first book, if I recall, and you will be jumping in about halfway through, and we all will be exploring Roshar with new eyes alongside him. Lastly, as a general disclaimer, we are cognizant of the Stormlight Archive timeline and the canon that is presented, but as an ongoing TTRPG, there will be some discrepancies, so we just ask for a little grace while we try to get as close to the canon as absolutely possible. But with no other announcements, let's jump into this week's episode of The Stonewalkers.
Yeah, no.
I mean, Janar can.
That moss.
As you 4 adventurers were called out, asked, commissioned to obtain this goal to go seek for help from the Covenant Stone Crossroads, from the Alethi warriors that were there, the Kholin Alethi warriors, to assist with this broken down caravan. You journeyed and found yourself protecting and befriending a Shin man named Tazo. Tazo being a very friendly and curious individual, sharing what his journey is about here in the Unclaimed Hills. And now these Unclaimed Hills are wild, and very few people lay claim to them and are able to actually tame them, as it is mostly barren, desolate, and the few shrubbery and grass that is here, like all of Roshar, shrivels away and goes deep underground as movement and tremors get close to this shrubbery. But Tazo joyfully connects with each one of you, wanting to know a little bit more about you, Reshonai, wishing to call you by name, speaking with Janar about the heralds, learning more about Drynin's past and history, and finally with the administrations of... Oh gosh, where are my names? Ned's character.
Yes, the very same.
The surgeon of the group, helping to pull and knit his broken arm together. Did I show you all a picture of Tazo?
I believe so, but you can always show us another one.
Not happy to see again.
Let's see if I can get Tazo here without totally disrupting the flow of the episode. So, let's see. There we go. And
it's the guy with the blonde guy we saved, right?
This is the blonde guy that you saved. So, on his... Yeah, can we see this? This might be totally backfire here, but yes, his hair, very blonde, very full beard here, but his arm in a sling, having been injured, and that's it. There's his close-up. Tazo's son, Clucio, has gratefully and joyfully joined you on this journey to seek aid and help to the Covenant Stone Crossroads. Ned, we can go ahead and get rid of that image if we want now.
Is
but
it
yes.
telling it all that the file system which we find Tazo is called named adversaries?
No, you didn't see.
Somebody's looking at eggs. Somebody's looking for.
Someone is a game master, is what I'll say.
It also said that the person was an ardent when it definitely wasn't an ardent. So
That's fair. Oh yes, in our session 0 episode, that's fair. But as stated last time, you have come to the Covenant Stone Crossroads just in time as there is a high storm that is going to hit within the next few hours. And so this safe haven we're not looking forward to finding shelter outside, ready and able to, but with the urgency and information from Tazo, you feel confident you can take shelter here in the Covenant Stone Crossroads, which I will share with everyone here. Da-ding. And it's loading. Nope. Is that dynamic lighting? It sure is. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Cha-ching!
hey, Covenant Stone Crossroads. Look at that.
Now, as we approach the Covenant Stone Crossroads, as I mentioned, you've been traveling through the Unclaimed Hills, which is this sparsely inhabited region. Thick gray clouds hang heavy with the threat of that high storm, and bright blue wind spren race through the sky. Probably one of the most common spren on all of Roshar is wind spren that dances playfully and rides the winds, and that breezes right past you. Your good-natured companion Tazo, he fidgets with the cast on his broken arm and looks apprehensively upward to the sky. He is as I've mentioned, the Shin monk traveling to the Shattered Plains, and as you crest the next hill, he exhales in relief as the Covenant Stone Crossroads lies before you. This Covenant Stone Crossroads is protection from the high storm itself, which, as you can gather and see from the image here, a lot of wagons, caravans, and possibly merchants have found shelter here over the decades, over the centuries as well, because this is a 500 feet high cliff wall that stands to the east of you, breaking the brunt of the high storm, where it will not sweep away the caravans and wagons with confidence, and you can ride it out. And it's twice as long, this natural barrier, making up this popular waypoint for caravans. There is a caravan right now that flies a military banner, a familiar one, as you traveled with one that had the same glyphs of the Blue House Kholin glyphs. And you breathe a sigh of relief, your goal coming to an end here as you are able to pass on this information, and hopefully send aid back after the high storm has passed. Spirits of the stone protects us. Tazo's eyes pause on the banners. This high storm could hit in the next few hours, so I say making friends with haste would be to our benefit. Yes? Yes.
Reshonai, even though she's not Alethi, she has made a point to study Alethi and their culture. Is she able, and because I have a point in lore, is she able to read the glyphs that are on the wall? In this picture, it looks like there are glyphs along this wall.
You are
Is that
absolutely
something
correct.
that
There are
I
many
know,
glyphs
recognize, or
upon
could
this
read?
wall. Yeah, let's go and have you roll a lore check here.
While she's inspecting that, Janar will respond and say, "Yeah, I think best. That sounds best.
I rolled
I'm
a
sure
17.
They're worried about their people."
All right, a 17
Rolled a
total.
17.
Very good. Yes, this lore check not only informs you about these glyphs, but it informs you about this location in general. Let me pull up my notes real quick to make sure I'm not telling you untruths. And yes, you just needed a DC 10 lore, but you can. This is where. Okay, Okay. This is a very popular location, not just for caravans to stop, but for major events of Roshar to occur. From what you recall of history with your lore and understanding and trying to research more about Alethi, you know that throughout the centuries, thousands and thousands of years, since the War of Reckoning, this is where a number of business deals, minor truces, and oaths of fealty have been conducted at this specific waypoint. A lot of these glyphs that you see written on the walls, which I'll just jump in here with an objection. Since all of Roshar, the women are the ones that read actual scripts, but glyphs are common for all genders to use, and the glyphs can be easily recognizable for certain words, certain houses, certain meanings as well. And so each of these glyphs, they range from their intent ranges from anywhere from good fortune, but also a lot of these glyphs actually are representative of the heralds themselves. Each of the 10 heralds owning a different type of glyph. And you see very common to Alethi tradition and Vorinism in general, most of them are burned or have been burned as a prayer to the Almighty. There are some fresh ones. They're just some minor like smoke that you can smell in the air, but some of these larger ones seem to have had some sort of viscous material to allow them to remain for such a period of time. Excellent. Thank you, Reshonai. As we take in the rest of this camp, Drynin, did you want to say something?
I was just wondering, looking down, I see the Kholin troops, and then I also see what looks like a smaller caravan to the south, perhaps?
Yes, there is. There are 2 separate caravans here currently.
Gotcha.
Now, as you can recall, as you see, Drynin, I will allow you to roll with your background, actually, what are some of your expertises that you have, or your expertises?
My expertise are Alethi, Iriali, and Hammer.
Hammer, okay.
Right. Everybody's favorite culture.
Everybody's favorite expertise.
Yes, at university I studied hammer.
Hammer.
But yeah, I was raised around the, animal husbandry stuff, so if it has to do with that, I might recognize it.
Yes, let's go ahead and have you roll a lore test as well.
Ooh.
Does it look like there's somebody in charge of the Kholin group?
Yes, there is. We'll get to that after Drynin's roll here. But correct, Janar. There is going to be somebody in charge that you can that we will get to.
12, that's not terrible.
12, good. You needed a 10, an average success here. So there is a merchant caravan to the south over in this general area. It's a bit smaller than the Kholin wagons. The big dead giveaway is they're not blue. Like the rest of the wagons to the north are. The Kholin blue is very distinct. And you see that these caravans have circled themselves up, just like in this picture, into some sort of protective barrier, all focused in on themselves with their choles tied down, having some stakes over here to keep them from blowing away. Shambling off is really more like it, because as you recall, choles in a high storm, they can take care of themselves. They retreat and they just fall to the ground and they cannot be moved.
I'm going to turn to our Shin friend. As we were telling you about how things went down, we were beset by a group that seemed to know exactly where we were, and our bright lady disappeared. I'm happy to make contact with these Kholin troops and perhaps send as much help as we can back, but we may want to be a little bit tight-lipped and careful around strangers, especially those ones we don't recognize down there to the south. any friend can be an ally, but we've just run into some trouble lately. I don't want to kick the hornet's nest or the
You think the merchants
kremlin
are?
nest.
You think the merchants are in league with the shard bearer?
Well, I don't know who's in league with the shard bearer, and that's what scares me. I want to make sure that we have as many allies as we can on our side when we go back to help our friends back in the ravine back there. Information's our greatest tool, I think. So let's head down to the Kholin troops, report to who we can, keep an ear to the ground.
That sounds wise, as you were tasked by Kholin troops to get aid as well for the caravan that you had to leave behind. I support this course of action.
Are
Not
you
with
comfortable with
us
us sharing information about you and your quest for the? Did you say it was a weapon?
It is a religious artifact of the Shin homeland. Yes. Reshonai, you can step in here, and then I will continue to answer Janar afterwards.
I just have a player question because it's been a while since we actually played that session 0.
Sure.
It was so long.
It was
we
long.
were traveling. I just want to be clear. So we were traveling with Kholin, the Kholin caravan, and we were attacked by a shard bearer.
Correct.
Did we see or did we
It
know?
was black. It was a black shard.
It was a black shard plate, but it
Yes.
didn't have an glyph on it. It was just black shard plate with a blade.
It did have glyphs on it, but the cacophony and the freneticness of the battle, we were not able to really pick it out necessarily.
But it
if
might
we
be
ever
something that if we saw it again, we would recognize. Got
You
it.
are on the right track there, Reshonai.
Okay.
This could be something that you might just want to lock away and being like, I can't recall what it is, but if I see it again, my memory could spark.
Great, thank you. I'm actually
Janar.
taking notes, guys.
Inspiration.
Yes! It didn't take 9 months. I'm just kidding. Sorry,
Janar, Tazo turns to you and smiles and says, I thank you for your kindness and consideration in thinking about my path and my culture and the things I wish to keep close to my chest. Frankly, I need allies and I need the help. And so, if relevant, I think it would be wise to seek those who would be friendly to the Shin in recovering an artifact of importance such as this. But
Has he been cagey about what it is specifically? Because I know I would have, like during our travel, I would have tried to probe for more details about like the item.
yeah, let's have you roll. Let's have you roll insight just in this moment, Janar, to get a good idea. I
You
will
have
have
decent
you.
awareness.
Let's raise the stakes with this. This seems like a pretty important question that would inform Janar not only in the relationship but maybe moving forward how to go. I've got a DC set in my mind, and okay, I've got it. You can roll with the opportunity die or the plot die.
Okay. So if I click raise the stakes, and this is not advantage, disadvantage, just normal, right?
Correct. Normal roll, raising the stakes. So that's a d20 plus the plot die. And you're doing an insight check.
That's
Okay.
a
Now, what I see on roll 20 here, a 17 total, a 14 on the d20, and then a 3 on the d6, which is no good, no bad regarding the plot die. So a neutral result. And with the 17, Janar, you really hone in right now because you're just having this thought now as you look at him and as you you have this question and you're like, I'm gonna just like you like gently put your hand on his good arm and just sort of like smile at him, and he smiles back at you. But your purpose is to try to read off of him, and you recall all the past conversations you've had. He has he has been respectful in talking about what he is in that he is getting this religious artifact, and that has great importance, and that the Shin are caretakers of these artifacts for centuries and centuries. He doesn't divulge what it is exactly, and he doesn't say if it's a good thing, if it's a bad thing, dangerous, not dangerous. But at this time, with your 17-year-old, you don't feel any deception or malice from him. And the smile he gives you is just this warmness that almost enters into your heart. And you feel just this comfort come over you.
Oh, like he's influencing my emotions.
You're not sure. It's not.
I just feel
it's
that
not
way.
So,
Josh,
it's not
the player,
so
is
distinct.
acting if my emotions are being infringed upon.
Is he a soother? No, it's not.
Do you have
It's
aluminum
not.
in your hat?
You're saying he
You
just
just-
he seems very trustworthy.
Exactly. Yeah. It just seems like he's very.
That's a different
trustworthy.
system, Josh.
I know. Okay. Yeah, I guess everybody's entitled to their secrets. He kind of looks at Reshonai. But yeah. Okay. You got it, bud. We'll keep it on the down low. And who's doing the talking?
Yeah, that's one thing I'm wondering. What's everybody's presence looking like?
What is presence a feature?
Yeah, presence is one of the abilities. Do they call them abilities in this game? It's kind of like your
Skills.
charisma, essentially.
So
So it's up there with your
Oh.
awareness. Presence and awareness are your
Mine's
spiritual.
0. I have 0 presence.
Okay. I've got 2 presence.
Thank you for making that correlation.
I have 3
Ned.
willpower.
I've got two
Okay, so two
presents.
two presents, and then Reshonai.
I also have 2 presents, but I'm in
I'm-
dull form and probably shouldn't be talking to soldiers.
Okay.
I'm the
Okay.
lowest presence.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the way that for Aldevar this would manifest is kind of like Ned IRL. He knows how to pretend that he's an extrovert when the occasion requires it.
Hey, yeah.
If there are people who actually are more inclined towards extroversion, he would probably defer to them to kind of lead the way.
And
I've
Aldevar,
spent-
you could chime in and assist maybe with advantage if need be. Like you're like, hey, I'm a really good wingman or backup if extra oomph is needed in a conversation.
Well, because Drynin, you're a light eye, aren't you?
I'm sort of outside the system with my golden hair and
That's
skin and
yeah.
everything, but
Right,
I've
but you're,
spent-
a
It
you're a
falls to
Raleigh, but don't you
Janar.
have
Yeah,
light
in
eyes?
reality.
Excuse me, Kholin forces.
Excellent.
I spent a lot of time talking to soldiers around the horses and everything like that.
yes,
Yeah,
Drynin,
but at a
absolutely.
glance. 'Cause
Yeah,
you-
I'll appear approachable.
Great. And to answer your question, Janar, from earlier, and I apologize, Ned, if you had more to say. I didn't mean to
good.
interrupt you there. All right, cool. As Janar, you asked, is there anybody in charge? You look over to the north part of this location, and you can see a number of caravans here. Some appear to be just normal wagons with the doors on the back, shutters to close, but you see a few that actually have bars, and that they are bare except for a few individuals in them.
Like prisoners?
And, yeah, it looked like some sort of prisoners, some sort of, and you see that they have some manacles on them. They might be chained up. You do see, however, and everybody picks this up, to the far north, there appears to be a wagon a little bit separated from the rest that is guarded by a few Alethi or Kholin soldiers. But to answer the question of who do you does it look like somebody is in charge, it looks like there is a sergeant which you can tell by the knots on his shoulder, shouting orders to the rest of the Kholin soldiers, telling them to get that tied down over there, stake it to the ground. Storms you, I don't want this getting out of hand, and I don't want us losing any of these trolls. Seems that they might be the one to talk to if you were looking for an easy person to approach.
If Drynin's not taking initiative, Janar will jump to it just to fill the void.
Great.
I'll put my hand on your shoulder. Let me see if I can't get a word into him.
Oh, good. He looks at Reshonai. He's like, he just cut such a good figure.
He's so. Yes.
I'm gonna walk
and
right up to the sergeant.
Aldevar, would you say it's safe to say you'd be close behind Drynin as well?
Yeah, I'm I'm coming in for backup. I know stuff.
Right.
I'm not necessarily good at articulating it, but interpreting, perhaps, I might be good at.
Excellent. Drynin, this individual sees you approach, sort of spits off to the side, and then approaches dignified, standing more at attention with their spear snapped to their shoulder, facing upwards in just a professional way, not threatening or anything, and approach and says, but before he can even get to you, there's a lot of activity here that the four of you pick up on in this particular part. This sergeant is very close-shaved, and he is, again, almost like if he could grab people and throw them in a direction to hurry and get things ready for the high storm, it looks like he would be doing it. The Alethi soldier does turn in your direction and goes, "Newcomers! If you can hold the right end of a spear, I have a job for you. Otherwise, quit your gawking and join the civilians over there," as he gestures towards the merchant caravan.
And is he light eyes or dark eyes?
He is a...
Talking like a light eyes.
I was gonna say a sergeant's probably a light eye.
Sounds like
A sergeant with the dark eyes.
Can't imagine that Dark Eyes would want to push around a couple of light eyes.
It doesn't say, so we will say he is a light eyes as well.
All right.
I'll just determine.
In that case, I'll go ahead and give him a very crisp Kholin salute that I've seen the other soldiers give around the training camps.
Okay.
And I'll say, "Sir, we come with some very important news regarding another caravan, but we see you've got a lot going on here, so put us to work. We'll help as best we can, and then as soon as we get settled, we'll deliver our message."
What can you do?
I'm fairly strong, he's fairly smart, and these two are here as well.
I'm a tailor. And I'm a tailor, and she's with me.
Excellent. For Drynin, let's have you roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
With LR here, and these two are here as well. That's good.
Absolutely, it's dead
That's
on.
good.
I'm not gonna lie. When you set that up, I thought it was gonna be you and Joshua, and then because Ned's character, I guess I kind of assume is like younger than these guys, so it was like the kid and the singer back here, or like these guys are here too. And Joshua goes, "I'm a tailor."
Yeah, we got a tailor too.
So funny.
I'll go ahead and roll that
Sure.
persuasion check.
Mm-hmm.
15.
15. Good persuasion here. LR says, "Well, we could use the help here, and then once we get things all tied down and secure, I'd love to hear your message. But yeah, you look strong enough. You can swing a hammer. I see you can swing a hammer, actually. All
I
right.
saw him squish a guy with it.
Well, we don't need much squishing right now, but we do need to get those posts into this dry dirt here. So why don't you head on over there? And you're a smart one. What? Something? You scholar type?
Yes,
surgeon,
if there
or?
is anybody here in need of medical attention, then I would be more than happy to assist with them.
Well, we're actually pretty well up there, but you could look over our supplies over here and see if there's anything that we're missing as we approach the war camps that we can get from the merchants over there.
Yes, well then the appropriate in-universe deity has surely been smiling upon you.
Yep.
When in doubt, the Almighty, Ned.
Yes.
Yeah,
the
the
Almighty
Almighty.
has been smiling upon you.
As
I will-
Almighty. Almighty to you as well.
In-world
Shar be
deity.
praised.
That's a really good way to say it, Ned. But yes,
he's
you
hesitant.
head over to one of the caravans that he gestured towards, which has a lot of their supplies. Drynin, you head up north, far north away. You do split away from each other. It's only maybe like 80 to 100 feet from where you currently are at, these two individuals, to start each of your tasks. And he turns to you, Janar, with Reshonai, and says, it sort of just like glances at Reshonai, looks at you, Janar, and say, "What? The two of you say you're a tailor, and she helps you?"
Yes.
All right. Well, we have some cloth that needs mending here, so
Great.
I suppose you can help back over here. And he gestures to you to be to the east over here, but there's a right around the campfire. He says, "You can set up. I imagine you have your own supplies, then, yes."
Yeah. The yes. I assume the Kholin Princedom will repay any costs lost, items used.
Yes. We can requisition some
Great.
some spheres for you if it gets to
I don't
that.
need to be compensated. I just want to make sure that I don't lose resources of my equipment as a tailor. So thank you very much.
That's fair. All right. You go over by the fire and take this parch woman over there with you to help you out.
He tries to do a salute like Drynin did, as best he can.
LR, this individual, this sergeant named LR, dismisses you, is very, very dismissive of you, as you two.
It's normal.
Which, yep.
I
The
thought
four of you.
your salute was very, very good, Janar.
Right. Drynin did such a good one. I was like, I gotta try at least, right?
You did, but I think yours was good too.
Thanks, Reshonai. All right.
All right. Each of you go about your general tasks here. Let's have each of you roll. Just make some skill rolls here to see if there's any information that is to be had.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I think
We've
for
got,
me, one of the benefits of being kind of a meek and short person is people pay less attention to me. So as I'm helping out with various supplies, I'm just listening. I'm just observing, trying to see if I can pick up what's being put down here in this caravan.
Excellent. Let's see. There are. I like how you pointed that out. I am trying to find some tables here. Okay. Let's have you first roll a crafting check for you, Aldevar, just to get some general knowledge here. It's a very low DC.
Could I'm not great at crafting, and I think it's not going to be a great role in general. But what I would like to do more than crafting is, as I'm dealing with their different clothes and fabrics, is there any details I can learn about what kind of adventures or misadventures they've had by the state of their torn things?
Sure. Janar, we'll get to you. Yeah, we'll get to you after Aldevar here, but that is a good call out there on maybe not focusing too much on the task at hand, rather trying to pick up the history here. Aldevar, let's have you roll a crafting check with a DC fairly low. I'd say probably an 8 actually for you. Yeah.
All right, and this is just to be doing my moving stuff around the supplies to
Moving
act
stuff
like I'm
around
not
to where-
listening in.
Exactly, and then afterwards, we'll see how loose-lipped people are with the perception check afterwards. So this is just to essentially earn your spot to be with the Kholin soldiers during the high storm as well. So this is
Great.
they're like, hey, if you are of use, yeah, you can stay with us. But if not, you are going to go to the merchant caravan type of a thing.
I just want a quick interjection. I realized I assumed you were talking to me when you said crafting. That's why I jumped in there. I'm so sorry. Crafting's used for like listening.
No, he's going about his duties as the surgeon to look at each of the items here, and a surgeon is his craft. Is kind of how I'm interpreting it at this moment.
So rather than medicine.
Oh my gosh, medicine is a check, isn't it?
Surprise!
Let's do medicine instead.
All right.
That's why I did not mean to jump in the middle of Ned's thing. So sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I knew that you were probably going to go for crafting with the clothes and stuff. So okay. All right.
I have no excuse because I'm sure medicine. I think medicine is a 5e skill as well, so I have no excuse here.
All right.
So,
That's probably why
medicine.
you hesitated, was because it's a 5e
Yes.
skill.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Any
Aldevar,
potential
yes.
benefit because of my Carbronthian expertise?
Ooh.
If not, that's okay.
Let's think that through. Yeah. With your since his exact thing was, we need to know what to get from the merchant caravan. You're like, well, I have a vast knowledge of what should be required, as opposed to someone who just knows how to deal with the situation on hand. You're like, I know how to plan and set up a store. So yes, I will say advantage for you.
Booyah. That is a 16.
16, a good skill. They are fairly well stocked, actually, and you do see that they have an overabundance of some items, which things like milkweed sap or salve to remove the rot spren from a recent wound. Makes a lot of sense to have in a military caravan. But other things like tonics that are just like flavored or perfumed like water, maybe not as useful here. So you can maybe propose a possible trade that they can do to get some of the more necessary items here. I will say, because you rolled so high, a 16, I will give you advantage on this perception check as well, to
Booyah.
pick up on any rumors or anything that happens around your
right.
current vicinity.
Perception time. That is a 13.
13. All right. 13. Still higher than average there. So what I'll do right now, Aldevar, I'd like to do all of the picking up rumors and listening. I imagine more than Aldevar wants to do something to that degree. And so let's go through everybody's particular skills. And then as we do our skills, I will be able to share information with everybody as based on their success there. Okay?
Booyah.
All right. Aldevar, thank you. Drynin, let's have you go on up to the north here. You see these chulls are chowing down, eating away at some of their meal, their rations right now. And there is another burly soldier who has a hammer, two-handed hammer, who's like... He's only started on one of them, so any aid on the second one would be well appreciated here. So he speaks to you and go, "Newcomer, you sent over here?"
Yep, I'm here to help with the trolls and get the stakes in the ground for you. I see you got one started. I'll get the other one, and I'll pull my hammer.
You get that stake down, and I'll ensure LR doesn't kick you over to the merchant's caravan, and you can have some good rations tonight.
I appreciate that. The name's Drynin. What's your name?
I am a. Gosh, where's my list of Alethi names? Name generator. So sorry. I'm Kakerd.
Kakerd. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull my hammer and I'm just gonna start full swinging at this thing.
All right, let's do an athletics check for you.
Awesome. Because I am an expert in hammer, do I get any bonuses from that?
I'll say advantage as well, because you are expert in hammer.
We all got our
as we-
things.
We've all got our expert. I will later on off stream here, I call it stream, off recording, ensure what having expertise, if it does grant advantage or not. But if anybody's screaming at me through YouTube here, like, it doesn't give advantage, I'll look it up. And I'll see that you are right. But Drynin, let's roll with advantage then for hammer. Athletics.
I'll take a 22.
Ooh, not only a 22, it is a critical success for you, I believe.
Yes, it is.
This opportunity, we rolled an 18 on the die, but the opportunity range for you I believe to expertise. It doesn't have to be a natural 20 for you to get an opportunity. It can be lower dice rolls on a d20 to get opportunities. So 22, first off, success, amazing critical success. But you get an opportunity die during this scene here.
Fantastic.
So just be aware of that, and how maybe we want to, again, you can have focus, but you're full up on focus, hit points, and things of that nature. So if you want to use it narratively to somehow influence the narration and story here, I'd love to hear any suggestions on that, either now or as the episode unfolds.
In the rules about expertise, I just real quick. One of the things it says is expertise benefits, and expertise doesn't directly add any abilities to your character sheet, but it can assist you during the game in several ways. And so it's like assumed knowledge, advanced thinking.
It more like allows you to make checks towards stuff.
To say like,
and,
I could do this because I have expertise in this. It's like it's more of I think a story incentive than it is a mechanical like multiplier.
Okay. Well, good to thank you, Josh, for looking that up for me. And we will move forward with the roles that we've got so far. And so, yes, Christian or Drynin, if you have thoughts either now or as the episode unfolds, I'll say that this scene is a longer scene. So you can hold on to that for a bit. And I'll let you know before we're about to leave the scene in case you want to cash it in. All right?
Sounds good.
Right. Sounds good. And hammering away, you... I will also allow you... is there anything you're doing while you're hammering or afterwards if you do get done early?
I think I'm just trying to be as helpful and gregarious and ingratiate myself as much as I can with these guys. I know how they talk, I know how they think. I was raised in specifically the Kholin princedom, around a lot of these guys, you know, the Chols. There's no horses here, but I know these guys, so I'm just trying to make myself, and I'm going to just start telling my story of what happened to all of them, like immediately, just so that if for some reason the captain doesn't honor his word or something, they will all know what's happened. I'm just going to start spreading that news immediately.
Okay. Really trying to getting in with the soldiers, ground level. I'm the new person, so getting in with the soldiers is going to be the best way forward to, for a number of reasons. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Sounds good. Let's have you roll probably a persuasion then.
I can do that.
Yeah.
One other
check
thing I
then.
read about expertise that's probably worth
Yes.
noting is when you have expertise, sometimes it means you don't have to roll for something if you're expertise in it. So that's why it's a way to sometimes even avoid, like you can just have accomplished that task because you are an expert in it.
Thank you. So probably didn't need to roll because you had expertise in hammer.
Yeah, it seems like generally there's kind of like it will allow you to automatically know something that other people might not be able to, or will allow you to make a test that you wouldn't otherwise be able to make.
Excellent.
Nice.
So it unlocks the upper. Okay. I'm starting to see the vision of what expertise is then.
So it can both unlock an opportunity and clear
bypass
the need for a test.
Yeah, bypass the need. All right. Let's have you roll a persuasion then to get some good conversations going here then.
A 12.
12. Okay. Excellent. It is, you talk to Cakerd and you say, Happy Reali, in the Lethe, working with Reshadium, you say?
We all come from somewhere, right?
Oh,
I
don't
just
we
came
all?
from there.
And do you have a path that you've been working with the Ardents on?
I've been working mostly, with the animals, the chol, the horses. I couldn't work with the Reshadium myself, but my mother was working with them. Most recently, we're headed towards the Shattered Plains. That's what the caravan we were just with. Can you believe a shard bearer this far outside the Shattered Plains? Didn't recognize him either. I don't know. Absolutely wild, though.
Storms, those princedoms, we're fighting in the Shattered Plains over here, bringing honor, trying to avenge King Gavilar's death, and here they are squabbling over land. It's despicable.
Some of these light eyes, they just can't see past their own brightness.
You don't need to tell me twice, and you make sure he is a dark eyes, which he absolutely is, before you start spouting off light eyes rhetoric here. He goes, you don't have to tell me twice. LR over there.
It seems like a piece of work.
Well, he just thinks that since he's been assigned here, that he can boss everybody around. But really, he's just, one of those with leadership, lets it go to his head, but once he gets to those that actually have leadership, is just a axe hound at his master's heels, if you will.
I've seen plenty of them. Yeah, well, I appreciate you giving me the lowdown on the lay of the land here. We're gonna need all the help we can get to help those poor sods back in the cavern.
He comes over and he grasps your shoulder and goes, "You've done an honorable thing coming here, and passing the information on, and we'll make sure we don't leave any Kholin soldiers behind, and traveling with us, you can bet that we'd be coming for you if any danger happened to you as well."
And same to you. And then I'm gonna go off and check on the Chawls and get to know more people.
Excellent. Let's jump to Janar and Reshonai here. Now, Janar, let's go back to me asking you to do a craft check, right? You said instead of doing a craft check, you were hoping to more look at a kind of history of like what's been going on, right?
Kind of take stock of their the discarded fabrics that they have, whether that be clothes or tent gear or anything, and get a general perception of what maybe they like, if things seem to stand out from the normal wear and tear of this gear. So like I'm not looking for like maybe like specific, like I'm not trying to like say like it was a serrated blade that came at it from this angle, you know what I mean? But like,
right.
But is there blood? Is there, are there, like
okay.
irregular breakage? Like this isn't typically where this thing would rip and tear, and I do have like a +5 to perception. That's my only reason why I'm thinking maybe that might be a good.
Everything you say is pretty much a perception check in my opinion. So yeah.
Resh and I would like to talk to him after we resolve this.
And just kind of half-heartedly fixing clothes. Like I'm doing like the most basic, what's it called? Stitch. To put these. So it's
like a whip stitch or like an Invisalign or like a.
It's a simple cross stitch. It's not anything like fancy. I'm literally just like keeping them together.
All right.
A nice ornamental cross stitch.
There you go. Wonderful. Okay, let's go ahead and have you roll a perception check then to get an idea of where they're coming from then, as you talked about and you discussed.
It's a 9.
9. All right.
Poke my finger.
On that cross stitch.
Now there's blood on him.
It's with the. It's. This caravan doesn't look like they've actually seen much battle. This, it's not so much that you wouldn't be able to pick up on something like, kind of like where they've been, what they've been doing, right? It's just that the type of stuff this caravan might have been doing, is not in line with an exact military operation. You're expecting blood. You're expecting tears. You're expecting gore, right?
Combat.
Some sort
the
of
signs
combat.
Of combat. Yeah.
But from what you gather, this caravan hasn't seen that, and so trying to pierce further into like what could they have been doing or tasked with doing, that's where you're starting to come up short, and you're like, I'm not. This is unusual.
It's just kind of getting disappointed a little bit. Like, it's just ripped stuff. So he's just, yeah, he's kind of annoyed now that he just has a job for himself to do rather than like something interesting.
But having a tailor's background and with Reshonai helping especially, the two of you are able to stitch and sew up the clothes enough to be a passable job. Reshonai, what are you doing during this time, though? Or you're assisting, you're with Janar, but...
So as they're looking at the pile of uniforms and clothes and things like that, and she picks up specifically a Kholin soldier jacket and looking at the glyphs that are sewn into the back and the patches that are sewn onto the sides, she'll hold it out to Janar and go, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking?"
I'm thinking everybody made fun of me for doing a cross stitch. It's a really common stitch for fabric. I don't understand what was funny.
Just these voices in your head. They're just like, the buzz.
Janar.
Yeah.
Focus.
Sorry. I'm not a tailor. I'm an adventurer.
These are legitimate Kholin soldier patches. Do you think a few of them missing would be noticed? With these on our clothes, we could go through the camp unnoticed.
Oh. My intellect is 0, just to be clear.
You know what?
That's a great idea. I think that's a great idea. What could go wrong? Impersonating a soldier in a war camp. He will.
Go wrong.
Yeah, he'll try to. As he's working on him, he'll try and pocket a few Kholin patches.
Yeah.
Let's have Reshonai roll for here.
God.
It was her idea, and
can I assist her? Is that a thing? I don't remember
what?
if there's.
What am I doing?
Yeah,
Am I doing a crafting one now?
Or would it be stealth or thievery? It would be thievery. It'd have to
It'd be thievery, right?
It would have to be thievery.
But that's speed. Like, if we're being like delicate.
Let's look at some of these skills, right? So thievery, the description they give, covers all manner of tasks that require precise manual dexterity or are useful in skullduggery. When you pickpocket, lockpick, perform sleight of hand, escape from bonds, tie knots, or create disguises, you test thievery.
To make something you're holding seemingly disappear, that feels like. I mean, I feel like it's pickpocket. We're
Yeah. No, thievery is. You're absolutely right. I'm just.
Yeah.
I have 0 in thievery, so I was trying to find a reason to not use it.
I don't know if anybody
the hustle.
has this info on hand, but is it?
I don't right now. Maybe in
Is there any way to like help someone on a skill check in general? Like, is there a help
to
action?
aid?
Yeah, what I'm trying to find is, because we have the aid action that during combat
like
costs
more
one
combat
focus and is a
Yeah.
reaction, but I'm not sure if outside of combat, if there's
Yeah.
some kind
Speed
of
increases from minute.
I don't know that there is either.
allowance for it to
I
be
actually
easier to
had
use.
that. I had that in my mind as well to look that up. Since we know it exists in combat, for now, let's say it can exist out of combat. And then I will make a note to look up quote unquote aid actions out of combat.
Okay, so it'll cost me 1 focus to help Reshonai on the thievery, and then she gets advantage.
I like that sacrifice,
That's fair.
especially because you
Okay.
already did a skill check. So yes,
Yeah.
let's have you
I like
cost a
that too.
focus. to give advantage for thievery.
It's going to take all of your focus to get somebody else looking away because my speed is not very good.
Oh no!
Not in dull form.
I accidentally started bleeding on your clothes.
Oh no! We better take him down to the river and wash him out.
Storm you! Get it! Just patch it up. Where's your friend? Where's your surgeon friend? As Reshonai, you're gonna roll with advantage here for
Oh, I'm so
thievery.
sorry.
Thank goodness.
That's good because I
Thank
just rolled a
goodness.
natural one.
A
So let's
natural
roll
one
that
for the first
one more
thievery.
time.
If you get another natural one, we're doomed.
Digital dice. What can I can't do anything with digital dice. Okay. Roll.
Okay.
Wow.
So much better than the first roll. Still,
And that was
still so much
a
better.
7 on the dice for anybody following
I mean,
along at
I
home.
won't get flogged for
go.
-1, I suppose.
No,
So-
your singers are too expensive of servants.
Yeah, parchment. Yeah, you're right.
Let's go ahead and I've gotten
You're right,
everybody's
they are.
checks, right? We've gotten everybody's, like, everyone's got their stuff. Aldevar's got a 13 perception. We have a persuasion with Drynin. We've got this thievery going on with Reshonai and Janar. Let me go ahead and, before resolving immediately some of these things, kind of tell you what is happening around the camp and a result of what's happening from each of your checks here. Okay?
Right.
Let's see. We'll actually first start with Drynin. Drynin, you're up north here looking at the Chols. You've gotten Cakered to sort of like be with you or be like, all right, well, feel free to come back. And you see these 4 guards around this caravan. It is... this is in the north location up here. Ned, when you are able, if you could zoom in right around this area here.
Right around
just to get
this area.
Yeah, just in the north here, just so we can get a general idea of what Drynin would be seeing here, okay? This caravan is, and let me pull up the description here. It's a circle of, oh, no, that's the wrong description. Apologies. Ooh, so sorry. There is these 4 Kholin guards. One of them stands out just in presence alone. You can actually pick up, and it's a bit jarring for you as you are aware and have been around Kholin guards and soldiers for so long. You see them and immediately go, why isn't that guy in charge? Because he has a presence and a state to him that is relaxed composure, or rather, relaxed authority. That's a wrong description. Thomas is saying right now, but like
confidence.
A confidence. There you go. Confidence. A confidence that exudes leadership. And you see the other 3 guards stand a bit taller than the rest of them in the caravan wagons, amongst the wagons here. This one individual, he has a dark black hair, dark, almost like a tannish skin, Kholin, and he just has like this loyal air about him. This caravan, what's interesting about it is there's only 2 double doors on the back of it. And there is a massively soul-cast chain that is been fed through these bars with a massive just metal lock holding the chain in place. So nobody could open these without first undoing the lock and removing the chain. And these 4 seem to be on high alert around this wagon in particular. They just... don't necessarily like, oh, hi, or like try to talk to you, or they nod in your direction as you look at them, seeing the work that you did and like respectfully like, but then they turn back to their task at hand at looking around.
Y'all, you got a white spine in there or something? It seems like that's quite the lock.
The one that you has this leadership quality to him. He goes, I'm afraid we can't discuss what's in the contents of this wagon, but we appreciate you helping get us ready and in shape for the high storm coming. I'm sure LR over there would be more than willing to give you maybe a bowl of something hot to hold you through the cold high storm.
Well, I understand a man's got to do his job. If you need anything, me and my friends here, we're happy to help. I'm going to try and convince most of your friends to come and give us a hand in the ravine. I imagine with what you've got going on, you might be heading straight to the plains, regardless of whatever it is we've got going on.
He nods his head and goes, we'll see what LR says, but I have a suspicion that the majority of us are going to have to head on to the plains. So it seems that you come bearing bad news, but you bring honor with you to help those in need. And just sort of like closes his eyes and nods his head towards you. I thank you.
I'll give him a nice nod back, and before I leave, well, I'm gonna go try and grab some grub. Do you guys need me to grab you anything? Seems like you're probably stuck in your post.
Oh, that's all right. Our post will be shortly coming to an end as the high storm approaches, so we'll be there not too long.
All right, I'll see you around the fire then.
Yeah.
We'll be there when the storm coming down on you.
Let's see. We've got some rumors that Aldevar is hearing amongst the chatter of the camp here.
Do we?
You don't say.
We shouldn't
As-
have done the hotspot to prep for this. I'm so... Before we recorded,
risk
I've
you
got
take.
songs on the brain.
Aldevar, as you are wrapping up here and literally wrapping up some like bandages and putting them up, a few soldiers come over to you and ask you for a few supplies. You're like, oh yes, and you just go right to it, and they disregard you almost immediately, and they just start talking amongst each other and just hushed whispers, and you pick up on it very quickly, and just be one of them saying like, why do we have to keep up this ruse? Why do we have to, why does LR have to be the one that was chosen, right? And the other one's like, I know. I wish that, Borden would have chosen just somebody else to act like they're in charge here. Yeah, but, you know, Borden, misdirection, secrecy. I mean, coming from Dalinar himself, we need to make sure that this is, I know, we've talked about it. It's all right. And as they go off, off, and then another, as you are essentially like shutting the caravan, you hear two other soldiers being like, one of them just saying, sort of like looking at the ground and drawing a glyph in the dirt, and just like, I just feel like if I knew what was in there, I feel like I have a purpose instead of feeling like I'm being taken away from stabbing a few Parshendi, you know, and bringing a close to this war. And the other one just puts his hands on his shoulder and goes, "Aye, wouldn't we all like to know what were you doing? But it's not our job to question; it's our job to follow through." Like, I know. Those are just some rumors. There are rather some gossip, some chatter you're hearing in the caravan itself.
Juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, oh, sorry, Aldevar, anything you, go ahead.
The fact that, okay, so we now know that this caravan is acting under Dalinar's commands, it seems.
Yes, which as you, it's not, you have expertise in Alethi, yeah. So here, we're going to use expertise rules. No need for a roll. Dalinar, being one of the high princes of the House of Kholin himself, uncle to the king of Alethkar. This is a big deal.
And we were traveling with Adolin's caravan initially?
you were traveling with the Kholin soldiers in general, which Adolin is Dalinar's son, so they're all Kholins, right? Dalinar Kholin, Adolin Kholin, Renar Kholin. This was just a general, hey, you're part of our princedom, and we are traveling this way, so hitch a ride, and we will offer some protection because we're honorable soldiers.
Okay.
But that caravan wasn't under orders from Dalinar himself. It's just the general
But
hubbub.
this caravan is, and not even the crew know what they're transporting.
From the hubbub that you're hearing around, it seems that there is a level of secrecy that is to this caravan that you may have stumbled upon, seeking aid from the approaching highstorm.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Now, we will hop on over to Janar and Reshonai. And Ned, if you can just go down a little bit to the fireplace here.
Whoop. There we
I
are.
assume,
Right
I
around there.
assume nothing negative happens with the thievery 7 roll.
Well, it's interesting because you've got this thievery that's happening. You're thinking and trying to gauge what's happening. And Janar, you are really curious and questioning about what is actually what have they been doing? They're not in battle. They're not this. They're not that. It's just what is happening here? And right next to you, just west. In this coach, literally right next to you, it's the one with the bars. And this is one with, and there is a little bit of an odor coming from it, but there's one individual that is in here tied with chains to the ground, which is a bit alarming. But
I mean,
As
in a
you-
cage, what is alarming about it?
right,
Is that
This-
unnormal for an Alethi to see a person in a cage with chains on them, or the?
no, there are those that are being arrested and forced into servitude here, or being transferred. The war camps and the shattered plains. This is where judgment is being cast in a lot of severe cases, not in the
Okay.
local high princedom. So it's not unusual, but
Not something I would have a lot of personal experience with in the smaller town that I'm from.
correct. But you just hear this buzz coming from this cage, and you can't help but just turn and look and see this individual. This person is a large dude. He is very tall, but he's hunched over, shirtless, but with a figure that reminds you of Drynin. It's so well cut and so well manicured.
But not quite.
Manicured?
Not quite
Not quite.
as well cut.
Not manicured, I
Manicured?
should say. Sorry, not manicured. Just a very strong, imposing figure.
Cultivated, I
and
believe, was the word.
There we go. Cultivated. They have long hair that goes down to their chest, almost bunched up and ratted up, like it hasn't been taken care of in quite a while, with a beard that's growing. And you just hear them. You realize the buzz is them muttering to themselves. And they're muttering, as you just listen in, you hear the following. Kalak will teach you to cast bronze if you have forgotten this. We will so cast blocks of metal directly for you. I wish we could teach you steel, but casting is so much easier than forging, and you must have something we can produce quickly. Your stone
what did you
tools
say
will
about
not serve
Kalak?
against what is to come. Vedel can train your surgeons in Jezreel.
Vedel.
He will teach you leadership.
Reshonai.
So much is lost between returns.
She looks up
I
from
will
the
train your
jacket that she's trying to
soldiers.
uncross stitch.
We should
He
have time.
keeps talking about the.
Ishar keeps talking about a way to keep information from being lost, and it's just.
He keeps talking about the heralds. Are those the heralds you're talking about?
This
Yeah,
stream
Janar
of
tries to talk to him, he
consciousness.
just doesn't respond.
Yeah, as you look over and you try to ask him, his face is vacant, looking down at his feet with his hands clenched as he continues to speak. You have discovered something unexpected, and we will use that. Surge binders to act as guardians. Knights, the coming days will be difficult, but with your training, humanity will survive. You must bring me to your leaders. The other heralds will join us soon. I am Talanalen Island, Herald of War. The time of... And he just keeps speaking on and on and on and on. And the more you listen, he actually loops. And he loops. And he loops as you are sitting here for quite some time, just mentally taking notes here of this person claiming to be Talanalen, the Herald of War, which you are very familiar with him as you are a fanboy of heralds. That's clearly a crazy, insane person.
In like, because I have paintings and pictures of the heralds back home growing up.
Yeah.
And does he look anything like the painting of Talin?
I mean, absolutely not. This doesn't look...
just a crazy guy.
Yeah, he's just like, this is
I don't know. It's like at first it interests Janar that this, like, he's mentioning the heralds, but then as he seems like incoherent and doesn't respond to like any kind of like reactions to his ramblings, Janar kind of like thinks it makes sense that he's in a cage with shackles on.
Yep.
Like,
yep. And as this you turn away from that, you see Ellar. You are interrupted actually by Ellar going, "What is this? Parsh woman!" And he's just sort of like Sorry, I'm looking at the map here. He kicks a box next to Reshonai, and just in frustration going, You've ruined... Have you taught this Parsh woman nothing about tailoring? She's ruined our uniforms. Look at her
You will not talk to her like that. He kind of... And then as he like does that, he realizes this was probably not the right move.
Reshonai gives him like the biggest bombastic side eye, trying not to let this light eye see her go like, "What are you doing, sir?"
Because immediately he just doesn't like that he's acting like that to his friend, so he's jumping in.
Yes. I will have you roll a intimidation there, Janar.
I gotta do it with disadvantage, right? Like, this is not a...
Well,
he's surrounded by his own soldiers, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why I would...
Yeah.
This is...
I'm a kid.
They do suggest in the intimidation skill in the book, if you're feinting something preposterous, such as claiming to be a fearsome warrior while you're visibly ill, you might gain disadvantage on your intimidation check. You know what? I don't... You are a light eyes.
True.
And he is also a light eyes. And so I think it's on equal ground here.
Okay.
I don't think the disadvantage would be required here. Parsh woman, Parsh men, Parsh women, there is a sort of responsibility for them for in the world of Roshar, and so that might be crossing his mind when it comes to intimidation here.
Would you permit raising of the stakes?
Oh, I absolutely was going to say we should raise stakes here. This is a high tense moment, so add the plot die to this, but no disadvantage.
All right.
And let's go ahead and raise the stakes. All right. Here in your roll, would you mind telling us what we got, Josh?
I rolled a 6 on the dice with a 2. What's the red thing in the
red is a complication.
With a 2 complication.
You do
and
get
then a
to
plus
add
3
2
for
to the
mine.
result.
Yes.
So an 11 total.
Okay. An 11 total. The 11 is enough to get him to back off.
But there's
on
a complication.
Reshonai, but there is a complication on my end here. And that complication is that, it's a bit twofold here. He looks down at you, Janar, and looks at you, Reshonai, and he grabs the patches and the articles from Reshonai's hand, not allowing her to hold on to them. And he takes them and goes... And he's just visibly frustrated, and he goes, "Well, I suppose I can't blame her with this nonsense here. This just absolute drone of noise happening right here as he goes over to the cage that holds Taln, or this person that claims to be Talon the Herald, and it looks like some of his anger is going to come out. But what he's going to do with that anger and what that result of that complication is going to be fully, we're going to find out next time on the Stonewalkers.
Oh no.
Get the madman punished.
I mean, Janar's would rather that than Reshonai.
There you go. He's a crazy person, clearly.
Yeah, he's a crazy guy.
Excellent. Ooh, fun to see how all these skills work out. To start exploring, like, what is the degree of success and, like, what DCs are and how this system mechanically is shaping out to be. Spoiler alert, I think it's pretty great.
I love the raising stakes dice. That's so fun.
That is obviously going to be the most requested die to try to roll for almost any skill test or check.
I love that I succeeded at making him back down, but there's still that like twinge of something went wrong. It's so good.
Very fun. Very fun. And we are going to keep digging into the hubbub, the gossip of the crew as the high storm approaches. But that's going to be it for us this week. I want to thank all of my players for joining me, but listeners and viewers, thank you for joining us and following along. If you like this or our other actual play content, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, do all the wonderful things to help get this content out to others who might enjoy as well. But comment below on your favorite moment from this episode or what you would have done with some of these expertises and what expertise you felt could have helped instead of just hammer. If you like our audio content, please leave us a 5-star review on the podcatcher of your choice or shoot us an email at icastfireball2020@gmail.com or at our socials at icastfireball20. Now, if you want to engage with the cast in a greater, more consistent capacity, you might consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/icastfireball20, where you can join our $5 a month tier, which will give you full access to our Discord and all of our bonus features. Look at that Fireball shirt. You can see pictures like that of our recent ICF meetup that we had here in 2025 in Utah. We've also got recordings of our warm-ups, hot spots, which we mentioned earlier. We've also got some live streams I did for DM prep as well for our season 2 audio-only podcast. But at the very least, you can go and join our $3 tier, which is where you get all of the bonus content, including our first video actual play campaign called Fizzband. Now, as always, we have a sister podcast, Improv Tabletop, where Ned takes a turn as the GM. Christian jumps in for a lot of the campaigns, both short form and long form over there. They are an actual play TTR podcast using a variety of systems that are not D&D. And if you want to see improv in action or listen through like an Avatar Legends campaign or Blades in the Dark or even Dungeon World, don't forget to check them out and leave them a 5-star review on the way out. Lastly, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and fellow wacky adventurers. But until next time, I'm Thomas, your GM, and around the table we have
Ned playing Aldevar Walde,
Christian playing Drynin,
Mickey, and I'm playing Reshonai.
And Joshua playing Janar Balar.
Let's brave the storm, speak the ancient oaths, and we'll see you all next time.